hard to tell what's right and what's wrong. It's really hard to tell if you can't even tell yourself. Stealing a car? Wrong. Returning a wallet? Right. So what's the argument when it comes to marriage equality? Now, the world itself has its own opinion. I'm not here to tell you about my opinion. I'm here to tell you about what the country itself has an opinion. I'm here to tell you about what the USA has to think about when it comes to marriage equality, starting with religion, starting with blaming someone or blaming homosexuals themselves, and just saying it's plain inhumane. The first thing I have to say is religion and its opinion on gay rights. Of course, if it's not common knowledge, most religions do not think highly of it. In fact, to them it is a sin. Most homosexuals actually do have a religion. Many religious people think if they're gay, it's a sin and they don't believe in God. Through my research, I realized most homosexuals do go to church, do believe in God. It is the fear of religion that they do not go to church though. And who knows, maybe the person you go to church with, sitting right next to you, sitting across the pew from you, is gay. Most religion does not accept that, even if they do have religion themselves. And if it hasn't been obvious enough, it's the most major sin religious people see. But does anyone realize that if a woman is not a virgin before she gets married, she's supposed to be stoned to death? I don't think I've seen that once. You're not allowed to eat pigs. It's, who likes bacon? Because I like bacon. And I should probably, be sent to hell for that. But they don't see that. They focus on their own sin. And then find someone else's sin. Who's this first? Religions see homosexuality as the only sin out there that is basically made in hell. Another thing is if it's against religion, it's also inhumane. To do something that involves homosexuality to anyone, most people will say it's inhumane. Man is made for woman, woman is made for man, and stuff like that. They say it is wrong for man to be with man, or woman to be with woman. And that is how the world sees most of it. There are people out there who think it's perfectly fine. I've met people who think love is love. And that's fine too. It's what people think of gays. It's their own opinion. But a word I hear a lot is inhumane. Inhumane is not to be homosexual. The actual definition of being inhumane is to be cruel, unkind, and brutal. As far as I'm concerned, to be inhumane is not to be gay. To be inhumane is to be cruel, brutal, and unkind to the homosexual. That is what makes a person inhumane. It is also to be cruel and unkind to another race. And slavery, the Holocaust, things like that, that's inhumane. I don't see people going around killing homosexuals just because of how they work. Also, homosexuals are blamed for a lot of things. Most children are born with this innocence. They don't know what's out there yet. And most parents, if they meet a homosexual, will not let their children talk to them because they are afraid that their child will grow up with that thought in their head that they might be homosexual. And that is not what happens. You could be completely home alone and meet someone of the same sex. Go out, meet someone, and just have a feeling. And it's what people are blamed for. It's what homosexuals are blamed for having a thought in their head to think, this person's gay, I wonder if I am. That's not how it is at all. And in my ridiculous research, where I was wondering what homosexuals are blamed for, Hurricane Katrina, I honestly do not think that's what homosexuals should be blamed for. They were also blamed for part of the Holocaust. I think that was just Hitler's fault. And then for tons of things. There was a horrible blizzard one time in New Orleans, and blizzards don't happen now in the South. Okay, so when this one happened, they automatically first thought was homosexuals. And that's not what they should be going for. Also, it's not their fault they're gay. It's not. As I said before, you could be just meeting someone and you have that feeling. It's not their fault. A child does not raise itself to think of themselves as straight. They raise themselves on their own thoughts. Basically, what I've come to say is, this world has many opinions. This country has many opinions. And everyone's opinion is their own. But they mainly have an opinion when it comes to religion, deciding if it's inhumane or not,